everyone. If anybody wants to join us studying some verses, some ayat from the Quran, they are most welcome, inshallah. So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, we are going to study today ayah from Surah Nam 27, and ayah number is 62. So I will start, inshallah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري وأشرك في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم. ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين. آمين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء ويجعلكم خلفاء الأرض أإله مع الله قليلا ما تذكرون. I have selected some verses from ayat from the Quran. I thought we may study this kind of ayat from the Quran. So we will relate it, we will try to relate it to our life now and make it practical for us. This ayah says, who is it that answers the distressed when they call upon him, upon God? Who removes their suffering? Who makes you successor in the earth? You benefit from the earth. Could there be any divine power beside God? Could there be any divine power who can create or can give whatever you want, provide everything for your needs, apart from God? Now we will talk about it step by step, inshallah. Little notice you take how little you reflect. You remember, you reflect. So we have to ask the question, who is it that answers the distressed when they call upon him? So, of course, this is the age, isn't it? This is the age when, no, okay. Thank you for reminding, thank you. This is the age we are really suffering from many problems, especially spiritual problems, loneliness, maybe depression, unhappy events happens in us. So we have to think. The Quran is inviting us. Quran is inviting us. Think, who can respond to your needs? Of course, we are talking about the psychological, spiritual side of our needs, not that physical side. Physical side is another matter, but the Quran mainly talks about the spiritual side. Unfortunately, the screen is on the side, so you may not be really utilizing it, but you can see, although the sun is there, at the same time. Anyway, now, when we are having some sort of problems, of course, mainly psychological problems, how can we solve it? Now, of course, there are many ways, don't there? So we can go and ask a therapist to go and ask for their help, guidance. That is fine. Why not? I mean, this is also how we are created for in need of receiving some advice from the professionals. That is very human. But the Quran's the point is ultimately where we can ask, to whom we can ask to give satisfaction, answer to our needs. Who? Not, don't confuse with physical needs. That's another subject. But we are going to talk about psychological problems, distressions, spiritual problems. So the Quran is, when the Quran asks this kind of questions, who is it that answer? It means answers the distressed when they call upon anyone. So when the Quran say upon him. So we have to question, who can really satisfy my spiritual needs? First, security. I need security in my existence. I'm not talking about security as the person sits in front of the building door, so checks the identities. Checks the identities. We are not talking about it. So, but security in our existence. So that I will say, I know why I am living in this world. I know what is expected of me now in this world. Why am I here? So I need an answer to give to me so that I will be satisfied. I know what I am doing in this world. Of course, we may say that I believe in God. Yes, of course, all of us is here for Ramadan at least. So when we say God will satisfy me, that is correct. But when I am in suffering some sort of depressions or any kind of tension in my spiritual being, in my own life, in my feelings, which kind of source or point of reference that I can have in order to reach the satisfaction? So that I will say, why should I bother? For example, I may be under the effect of a bad experience in my life, or some of my expectations may not be fulfilled. So I may see that the life somehow is very weird and not satisfactory. Which kind of source I can need? When the Quran asks the question, it means we have to question this. It's an invitation to question. So that, for example, if you go and let's say you are distressed for any reason, so if you look for a solution, let's say have a chat with your friend on the phone, or exchange some messages, or go and play with the video games, keep yourself busy. Any of these kind of solutions can really bring you satisfaction. How can we have the satisfaction to get over our problems? We have to think about it. So, for example, any of you, what do you think we can do in order to go over or get out of our problems, especially psychological ones, spiritual ones, how our feelings really suffer from. Any idea? Who can satisfy human beings? I understand you are saying prayer. Now, knowing that, yeah, it's correct. Praying to whom? Yeah. So knowing that our existence, our life is provided by the one who created the universe, therefore who created me. So he is my creator. And we have to make the connection between two. I need satisfaction. Why do I need satisfaction? Because I am created in need of satisfaction. So the one who gave me this need always use this as a principle. That's what I use it and it works. Whatever I need, I think of who gave this need to me? Always. Where did I get it? For example, I want some other people to communicate with, to be in connection with each other. I know that I have friends. I need friends and some friendship, and that I can trust, of course. But this need is given to me fundamentally by the one who created me. So I have to think about it. Who is my creator? So that I will understand that this one has given me the need, so he can satisfy it. So it seems to be simple, but it needs a little bit careful attention. Someone says something. Oh, I can't read it, it's too small. Sorry. Somebody wrote something, but I cannot read it. Can you read it? Let me get it. Sorry. No, it is difficult. No, I will go there and share it with you. Now this one, can you read it? Oh, difficult.
We need to understand why we're in that problem and see if there's anything we can change. Internally, how I think about it, or externally, the actions I need to take.
It is okay. Okay, I think we should continue. Now, we have to have it in our life. This principle that's I found it useful. Thank you, but it didn't have much. So, if I am created with the hunger, simple example, I give this example quite often. The one who created me in need of food, I can only expect him to give, to provide the food. Now, this is from the existential point of view. The one who created me in need of food, he will create the food. I am not expecting anything else to provide me what I need, right? So spiritual needs are the same as well. Who created me with the need of any satisfaction, any satisfaction for my any needs, spiritual needs. If I find the one who gives me the need, who gave me the need, I cannot attribute or I can refer my need to him. For example, of course, nowadays, all over the world, the main problem of humankind, people are loneliness, not being satisfied, not really having an not materially, I'm talking about satisfactory life spiritually. Because the civilization we are living here in this world, based, based on what? Secular understanding. As long as you have best bodily satisfaction, financial satisfaction, and secure home and what you need physically, you should be fine. That is what the civilization, secular understanding of life is concerned. And that is what they teach us. So if you have your house, your car, and you have a good profession, your income, the bank account is secure, that's fine. What else do you want? But I don't feel any satisfaction in my spirit. I say, what am I going to do with this? Especially with this physical satisfaction. Especially, I know that I need infinite satisfaction, permanent satisfaction, and I want a perfect life. But anything in my life happens to me, I feel disturbed. Why? Even a smaller thing. If a person tells you, a friend tells you something critical for you, says, you are not very nice person. For example, no one says like this, but it's better for you to behave in a kinder way. Something hurts you, hurts me as well. So the satisfaction, the source of satisfaction I should look, must be the one who can satisfy my infinite needs, infinite perfect needs. What do you want? Infinite perfect needs. One, I want eternal life. I want everything as I like. Everybody must be treating me in the best way. Is it possible? No. So I have to understand that the Quran calls me, could there be any divine power beside God, beside God? Now we say, who is God? The Quran describes God, Allah, as Rabbul Alameen. As Rabbul Alameen. It means, of course, everybody knows, the Lord of the worlds. It means the creator, the maintainer, takes care of every being's needs and continuously creating the universe by renewing it. Every day it's changing, isn't it? Everything. And all the creatures, whatever they need, whatever the need they have, the same creator provides all of them. But one thing is not provided in the world. What is this? Now, animals are happy, aren't they? Plants are happy. Yeah. Galaxies are happy. Stars are happy. Is there any problem? No, the sun is now getting ready to set down. Is happy. Now, physically, food is prepared here, guaranteed. But now these are all happy. But one creature, one being in the world is not fully satisfied. Who are they? Human beings. Why? Are we created to suffer? Are we created to suffer in this world? Do you think my creator, who created me and provided the whole universe for me, That is for you. You can benefit from it by looking at it. The beautiful, for example, inshallah, the spring is approaching. We will see beautiful blossoming trees, and animals will come out, and the birds will perch and start singing. Okay, everything going to be beautiful, but still, we don't feel satisfied in this world. Why? Why? Do you think God is really taking pleasure by making us suffering? Because of something is missing. In human beings, always something is missing. Always. What is this? Full satisfaction. Now, for example, I am an old guy already, but you are young as well, but getting slowly closer, you know. You feel that time is passing, but I'm getting old. I am getting older. I'm not satisfied with my existence. So this distress cannot be satisfied in this world. Why do you think I am giving this need full satisfaction, but not given here? I don't receive it. Why do you think? Our friend said yes. And you too, I think you are going to say the same thing. To look at the whole universe, it is not going to satisfy you at all. Even if the whole universe is yours, what are you going to do? At the end, you will die. I will die. And everything will be left behind. I won't get any satisfaction at the end. So my creator is telling me, you can look for the one who created you with this need, only he can satisfy it. So look for it. That is the, I think in the screen you can see, could there be any divine power beside God? God is the creator of the universe, therefore the creator of you and me. So could there be? It is an invitation for us, challenging invitation. Can you find any other source, any other thing in this world that will be responsible for your existence, will be responsible for your feelings, will be responsible for your needs, and will satisfy your needs? Is there any divine power? That is Qur'an's open challenging. So we have to see that the Qur'an's, any claim that the Qur'an presents to us is always open to challenge. And mainly, this challenge based on, first, witnessing of the universe, witnessing of creation, and witnessing that, looking at the way we are created, and consulting our feelings, and see that, is there any divine power is important. It's an interesting word that we use every day. All Muslims say not only once or twice, but thousands of times, maybe, especially during Ramadan, La ilaha illallah. When we say La ilaha, what do we mean? La ilaha. What do we mean? What is ilah and Allah? Now, I'm not going to go into details Arabic structure of the words. No, it is not my subject here. That needs a special study. Inshallah, one day we will do that. So, ilah means, in the Quran, anyone in the universe. That is what we need to pay attention. Anyone in the universe, within the universe, has the power to give existence to anything. to do anything, any power, any will, any wisdom, any knowledge, anything. Is there anything in the universe? We can investigate it. But we have to be careful with the language some people use. Now, especially in the people who are working in the science field, they study the way the universe is created, but they don't say it is created. We say we found the universe, and we are going to investigate how it works so that I will understand how it came into existence. That's what they do, investigate. So while they are investigating, they found out in the lab, it appears to be the things are acting by themselves because there is no agent, right? There is no agent doing something. So they say, look, for example, an element is making another element move this way, or improve this way, or choose this way, as if the unconscious matter is functioning by itself. When we say, is there any power to know the future in matter? Is there any knowledge? Is there any wisdom? Is there any really purpose so that they will, I am going to improve myself? But the way the things are created, it shows as if, or appears as if they are functioning themselves. They are functioning themselves. So they say, look, something, I don't want to go into scientific terminology, just something is doing this. For example, giving the result, a chemical reaction, giving the result in something else. But what is this? Matter. So when you ask, is there any quality in matter to choose, to realize, to know the future? No one can show it, but it appears to be. That is why when you, for example, let's use an example. Now, trees grow and produce fruit, correct? Correct? Okay. Can the materials, substance of tree has any quality to choose, to know, even DNA itself? Doesn't it consist of only matter? Can matter write the program? Can matter write the program? Can, for example, looking at the book, you say that, these are letters, these are words and sentences. Can they arrange by themselves? Do they have any power to do that? Or are they written? Are they recorded? Demonstrating the quality, the creator who creates it gives this quality, demonstrating it, saying that I know what I'm going to create. Like creating the seed. When the tree, we found the fruit on the branches of the tree. When you take it, there is seed in it. In the seed, a program is written. What does it mean? Don't worry about it. You can eat me, and I will take care of the next fruit. It is guaranteed here in the seed, recorded there. All the qualities that the future tree is going to have. We have to ask always the matter itself. Does matter have any quality to choose, to prefer. They say they live as if they want their generation continue. Do they have consciousness to do that? Do they know do they have any quality to have a program for the future generation? Matter. Here it is. Any matter. So when you say that trees produce fruit, what does it mean? What does it mean? Trees produce fruit. What does it mean? Yeah. Now, one interesting point here. Thank you for your anyway comment. So thank you, but we have to be very careful. Very careful. When the program is loaded on the trees, seed, or whatever, and then who is acting it? Who is functioning this program, putting it into practical creation? Now we have to be careful here. The one who creates everything in time and new. For example, the trees start blossoming how? Gradual, continuous change. Now the day is coming to an end, and the night will start, a new day will be created. The future creation, do we know that everything is continuously renewed in their existence? Continuously renewed. Can you stop changing? No, but change means a new creation. Now, everybody can take an example of himself or herself. Your baby, you were a baby once, right? Where is it? You are a new creation, a young person, a new creation. So we have to understand that everything is continuously renewed. The Quran says there is no ilah. It means I found this translation, divine power, it says. Divine power means creative power, knowing and giving existence to what it is. Can you give existence to your next day's life? Who is giving it? The program is giving it, or you are created anew? The question we have to think about it, because Quran is challenging us. So could there be anything in the world, divine power, in the universe, which has the power to give existence to anything next time, tomorrow? Is there any, do you think, any sign in the universe that stars can do it? Atom can do it, particles can do it, anything? We have to pay attention seriously about this challenging invitation from the Quran. Is there anything in the universe who has the power to create something apart from the one who has created the whole universe? Who has created the whole universe? Why? Because when we think, another point that we have to pay attention is, if we want to really understand what the Quran is talking about, when we think about the existence of the universe, we think about it in a static way. How this universe is, right? But we know that universe is, it is all, including the particles, everything in it, subject to change and new. But there is no gap in creation. It seems to be static, but is there any static being in the universe? Static, doesn't move, doesn't change. At every moment, think about it. You are all intelligent people. Is there any static being in the whole universe? Sorry? In the universe. Is God in the universe? The creator in the universe? Oh, thank you for noticing the difference there. So, no. Is there anything who doesn't change, which doesn't change within the universe? Change means what? Change means what? New creation, new form. This new form is not taking place only all over the universe. No, all over the universe, but at the same time, each being in the universe is subject to change. And although everything is continuously changing and giving a new creation, but none of the being in the universe can stop its being changing. Now, continuously. So we have to understand that when somebody talks about who is the creator of the universe, especially we have to remember that the creator of the universe means the one who creates the universe and continuously changes it, continuously recreated. Continuously, the creation is continuously being active. Are you going to pray? This way. No, and there. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. On the very corner. Thank you. So, yeah. So we have to understand that there is nothing in the universe can stop being changed. By whom? Who is changing you? Who is changing you? Think about it. Who is changing you every day? Can you stop it? Impossible. I tried to work. So I'm stupid, very old man. So no, I cannot stop it. I am a conscious being. I am aware that I have my free will. I try my best to do something. But one thing I cannot stop is, first, I cannot stop being changed at all. I cannot stop aging at all. That is why my needs are to be satisfied only the one who is the creator of the whole universe. That's why Qur'an describes God as Allah, as Rabbul Alameen. That's why how it is, the Quran describes Rabbul Alameen. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. That is why could there be any divine power beside the one who created the whole universe? That's how we should understand it. When we say La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, we have to say this simple translation is always makes me always feel uncomfortable. There is no God but God. I mean, literally, it means this, but there is no God with small g, but it doesn't solve the problem. There is nothing in the universe which has the power to do anything, to produce fruit. No, but because one important point that we should always bear in mind, I don't know, it will be a little bit as if philosophical discussion, but it is not. It is very simple. I try to make it as simple as possible. Now, when we look at the creation, the way it comes into existence, it it takes place within the context of whole universe. Nothing can exist independently. Nothing can exist independently. Can you think of anything independently existing? Yeah, come forward, please. What time is it? So I shouldn't really transgress the time limit. What time is it? 5:48. I should stop. So inshallah, we will continue studying the other verses. But today, La ilaha illallah, there is nothing in the universe who has the power to operate, to create, to give existence, anything, but everything is subject to the way the universe is continuously renewed in its existence. Continues to renew it in its existence. Sometimes even the believers take it for granted that there is an order which is fixed. Everything happens in the order. No, the last word, the time is up. The last word, you have to take it and think about it. There is no order independently existing. We have to be very careful. Only orderly creation is taking place constantly. Did you see the difference? Did you notice? Only orderly creation continuously taking place in the universe. Please study this phrase. Continuously created, orderly creation. There is no creation and independently existing order. Because every time everything is orderly created, orderly created, so we think that the universe has a fixed order. Where is it? And they call it laws of nature. Only the way the things are created, which is taking place with order, we think that there is a creation and at the same time order. Order is fixed, and as if, God forbid, God is obeying the order which exists independently. Is there any such thing that the Creator is obeying in this world? So this is the point that the Quran says, and we will read the following verses. We'll repeat this word. Could there be any divine power beside God? That is a very challenging, the Quran's verse. That's why the title was the Quran's ultimate challenge. Now, no one can give any counter argument if we really pay attention to it. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. May Allah accept not only yours, mine as well, fastings, and also all your prayers during Ramadan. And please forgive me, pray for me as well. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين بحرمة الفاتحة. Inshallah. Is it time now? بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم لك صمت وبك آمنت وعليك توكلت وعلى رزقك افطرت. إذا